Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of January the 31st through February 15th, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do. And remember, everyone's story is different, so if you want to know about your personal story, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information's in the description box below. And if you want to call, I don't pre-schedule the phone readings, but make sure that you do register before you actually call that 1-800 number, and only make sure that I have uploaded the video stating that I'm taking calls. If I don't have that video uploaded on YouTube, that means I'm not currently taking calls at the moment, okay? All right, so central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, Five of Wands, Temperance, Knight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, and I just saw 133 on my timer, so the number 33 could be significant for some of you. Okay, so I'm seeing competitive energies. I'm seeing a situation where accusations are being made. You may be confronting an earth sign, or an earth sign may be confronting you. There could be some sort of unhealthy competition going on in a relationship, or in regards to, love interests. I mean, there's a small possibility that you have people fighting for you, whether you know it or not, like you're unaware that people are fighting for your love, or someone wants to claim you. There could be arguments going on about you, or you could be the cause of someone's arguments. But yeah, it looks like there is something in regards to pride and ego. I mean, just both the fives came out. There could be distance between you and a love interest, like someone struggling to express how they feel, or maybe the both of you are just refusing to back down and compromise and confess how you feel about one another. It looks like there's a need to compromise here. The communication is off between you and other people. Also, you might be coming off as someone who is unapproachable, maybe someone who keeps coming off as very competitive, not competitive, someone who keeps coming off as defensive. Like you could be easily snapping on people, or someone says something and you immediately take offense to it, or you feel like, what did you mean by that? So I just kind of feel like people are having a hard time communicating with you, and it's the same, it's vice versa. So there's a need to adjust the way communication is with you in your relationships, or even if you're single. People, I don't know, there seems to be issues with people approaching you. I'm seeing also like the people that you're dealing with, like the ego, like I feel like people are just letting their pride get in the way, like they don't want to tell you that they find you attractive, or they're having a hard time complimenting you, or maybe they just don't, there's some sort of missed opportunities. Maybe you are coming off as someone conceited or too big for your britches, or whatever the case is. I feel that there is miscommunication. You're being misread or viewed the wrong way. People are thinking that maybe you're snooty or too bougie or something. People are feeling like they can't approach you. I feel like you're coming off as unapproachable. Like you might not realize that. It could be something that you need to heal within yourself, especially if you are trying to attract new love. If you're single and you're trying to attract new love, I just kind of feel like people are thinking that you have your head turned up and you're too good to deal with them, or maybe you're coming off as being too picky or too prideful. I don't know why, but people, I just kind of feel like people are misreading you. I also feel too that there is a need to heal within yourself. I feel like if you can heal something within yourself, your environment will shift or change. I mean, if you want to blame it on the planets, it could be some sort of transits, difficult transits going across your sun, or any other, or Venus affecting your Venus, or something that's affecting your communication and how you're coming off to other people, or how you're coming off to your partner. Like you guys just aren't seeing eye to eye. But I do feel like with the Temperance, like there is going to be some sort of healing and compromise. Now, what I'm also seeing too is something in regards to sexual frustration. You could be lashing out on people because you haven't had any. You know, you're frustrated, you're grumpy. And, you know, there is a need for sexual healing. You know, that's a real thing. You know, so something could be going on with that. Also, I'm getting the sense of being like on the prowl. I don't know, you might not be the type of person that does that. I know I'm not. I don't know who this would, you know, maybe it's resonating with somebody, but I'm getting the energy of someone that is kind of on the prowl. So like going out somewhere or trying to attract someone, but is coming off as almost like you just want someone for sex. Like you're coming off as like a, what do you call it? A praying mantis. I think, is that the one where the woman, after they mate, she like eats her husband up? So you're coming off as like a man eater or something. I feel like people are kind of afraid of your sexual prowess or the way you're carrying yourself for whatever reason. I feel like people are being very guarded towards you. Now, you could also be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like whatever this difficult energy is will change, shift, or come to pass. Maybe I'm seeing different time frames here. I'm seeing this might carry out through Aquarius season. So maybe things not calming until Pisces season. I'm also seeing maybe after your cycle, your next menstrual cycle, whenever that is, things could shift or get better or be smoother. And then also I'm seeing this as like where we've already reached the end of the month, but it still could happen between, something could happen between today. So by the time you view this video in February, and also something in regards to the new moon. something whenever the next new moon is. I think that's almost like a month from now, but either way there could be, or is it when is the next new moon? I always get my dates confused. I'm gonna look it up right quick. When is the next new moon?
Here is information from calendar-365.com.
Oh, yeah, February 4th. My bad. Not that long. But it could be something that, things iron out. Maybe this PMS. Maybe that's why you're frustrated or tripping or, something's going on. And I also overall still get like competitive energy between you and another person. Like the both of you are both trying to prove a point. Both of you are set in your ways. You guys are both coming off as very competitive with one another, or like it's a competition of attention. I'm not going to give you the attention that you want until you give me the attention that I want. And it's just like both of you like, well, I guess nobody's getting attention. So something's going on where, overall it's just kind of like poor communication and frustration going on. So 10 of Cups, you cross watchers. I told you guys now I think this is my, how many more readings I got? Okay, so this is my 8th reading, or is it the 9th? It's my 9th reading. This card has come out 8 times. Out of all the readings, this card has haunted me all throughout the readings. So either everyone is across the board is having a 10 of Cups moment within these next 2 weeks, or this is just my personal message from Spirit that, well, hopefully it's for everybody. My happiness is your happiness. So hopefully everyone is going to get this 10 of Cups fulfillment, spending time with someone. Yeah, especially at the end, something needs to come to an end. There's a phase or a cycle that's going on right now. You're in the middle of some sort of phase that's kind of rough. But I feel like that cycle is coming to an end. So something is phasing out. And when that happens, that's when you're going to get to relax. You are getting prepared for a soulmate. I actually see this as, because I do have a twin flame, I'm seeing this as a twin flame connection and a soulmate connection. Now I know this is the sun, but the sun, one of the ancient words for sun is soul, S-O-L. I think that's like Spanish too, Latin. But and the way they depicted it on here is two people. It's the same, to me, this is the same energy as 6 of Cups, only because of their depiction. It's coming off as that 6 of Cups energy. So it's like, I feel like you are being prepared or being aligned with this connection. You're going to hear from either your twin flame, your soulmate, or both. It's going to be like a love is going to be regenerated. I'm also seeing here like you've probably already been communicating with someone through dreams or telepathy here. There's a strong connection between you and another person. Like I can see you kind of like resting here. You're sleeping. And during your sleep, things are getting revealed to you. You're being enlightened. Someone's been communicating with you. You've been seeing images that inspire you, that bring you happiness, that encourage you, that make you believe that something positive is on the way. And I do feel that too, like all this struggling and frustration that you've been going through, all these disagreements, it's been in preparation for something. So you are getting ready to be connected with a soulmate, a twin flame, or both. I do feel like the sun is familiar energy. Matter of fact, both of these cards kind of implement twin flame to me. where you're being introduced, you're being aligned, you're being connected here through by an invisible source or energy. You know, this is an alignment. And I feel like you are connecting with this person, and you know, truth is going to come out. You're going to have clarity on the matter. Because right now, from this frustration, things are frustrating at first, and then maybe by the time that new moon comes along, you're hearing from someone. They're talking to you. Hopefully it's not just in a dream. Hopefully you get some sort of closure that you're needing. It doesn't have to be your twin flame, but at least maybe it's that soulmate that you're wanting to connect with. So hopefully you get some clarity on that. Hopefully it's not just strictly telepathy communication. I do see justice being served here. This is about the third time I've seen this combination. The Justice card next to the Sun. For one, it's like saying Sun in Libra for me. So it's a strong indication that this is an important message for those of you with Sun in Libra. Although this is, this can be your rising sign or your moon sign as well. But especially those for you with Sun in Libra, this could be some sort of significant message here. And I see the Sun next to the Justice card also as becoming debt-free, being released from some sort of contract or agreement that could have been unhealthy or toxic, or it could have been a phase. This could have been a learning phase, especially those of us that are on a spiritual path, that have had a spiritual awakening, because it's like, I feel like you're always going to be tested. I feel like, me personally, I feel like that first test is the worst, that dark night of the soul. Like someone said somewhere that you can have more than one. I don't know about that. I don't know. But I do feel that you will be tested several times. Like the test never ends. Like once you go down that rabbit hole, it just never ends. But that first entrance, that dark night of the soul, that first awakening, to me is awful. It's so horrible. And then after that, you go through a series of other things. You grow and evolve. You grow and evolve. And I just feel like it's ongoing. But there's something that could have been a difficult period that you could have been going through. And I feel like you're finally getting relieved from that. It's like finally, like you have something to celebrate about. You're happy. You're set. You're free. You're free to be with someone that maybe you've been wanting to be with. You guys are communicating. You're happy to be together. You feel like you can share anything with this person. This is also something that maybe starts off as platonic and ends up romantic. This also looks like the start of a new contract with someone who's going to be a part of your family. So whether it is becoming pregnant for some of you, or if this is someone new coming into your life, it could be that you have children and they are the addition to your family, or they have children and together you become one family unit, or, the merging. Temperance is merging, the merging, blended family. You guys all one big happy family together. Something like that could be happening. But overall, I mean, it just still feels like good energy, because I feel like finally the sun is out, you're happy, and here's your new contract, here's your new agreement, arrangements are being made, and both people are compromised. They came to a happy ending. They came to a happy agreement. And so both energies have been healed, because you were able to heal yourself. You healed your soulmate, or you healed your twin flame. Your healing is the most important, because when you heal, you align. And it brings you more positive energy that you've been waiting for. I also see the sun as maybe you having had to have detached from a situation. Even outside of spiritual, like a spiritual contract, I feel like the Justice card, if you're dealing with some sort of legal matters, like custody or child support, like something is going in your favor. You're being awarded something, and it's a happy outcome, where you feel like, okay, this was a fair decision. I like the decision that was made. I also feel too that someone may be wanting forgiveness. So someone may be approaching you because they want your forgiveness, or they want to make things right again. If things have been off between you and another person, even if it's not romantic, if you and a friend, things have been off, you guys have been arguing or frustrated, I feel that that's going to resolve. That issue is going to be resolved, and you guys are going to be happy again. Things are going to be back to normal. So you're having a happy moment here. And spiritually, I see this as possibly having some sort of gift that you're tapping into, and you're using your gift to like bring happiness to other people. You might be signing some sort of new contract that is a business deal, and you are also, I feel like the sun is saying that you're going to get the needs of your ego are going to be met here. So whatever your ego wasn't being fed, now you have something that you can identify with that makes you happy. You're like, yes, this is exactly what my ego needed. My ego needs a relationship. My ego needs a business partner. My ego needs this friendship to make me feel happy. And I'm not saying that you need these things to make you feel happy, but I just overall feel like this is something that will make your ego happy. You always saw yourself in a relationship with this person, or you always saw yourself having this type of business. I feel like you're receiving that. So you're receiving some sort of gift or blessing here as well, is what it looks like. Even if it's just a simple explanation or communication that you wanted from somebody, or you wanted someone to tell you the truth. That's another thing. I feel like if someone was struggling with being honest with you, they're opening up and they're coming out. They're sharing you whatever personal thoughts somebody was having. They're like, okay, this is the truth. This is how I feel. I've been thinking about how to say this. I didn't know how I wanted to say it. So now I'm ready to tell you how I feel. So this is someone who now has the courage to say, and the confidence to say what's been on their mind. So if anyone has been reframing something from you, or holding back, holding out, this is them being honest. They're being honest with you. I see all of these cards together as honesty. Somebody's being truthful and honest. Both of you coming clean. This is a chance to start fresh, a chance to start new. If there have been any troubles in your current relationship, if you've already been in an established relationship and there have been problems or issues, or someone was struggling, maybe you didn't believe your partner, maybe there were accusations, maybe there have been inappropriate behavior, maybe there has been confrontation. All of that I feel like has been resolved here with the sun coming out. And the truth, people are being honest. They're laying all their cards out on the table here. See how she's throwing all her cards out? It's like, here, this is everything. Ask me anything. I'm telling you everything. So someone is willing, is offering, they're volunteering answers, true things that you didn't even ask for. The answers too, they're offering it up, or you are doing that. So overall, I just feel like this is a positive reading for Libra. Yeah, so basically that is all that I have. I hope that resonated with you all. Don't forget to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Many blessings to you.